Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'll be taking a look at the advanced machines. Well, I did position the webcam so it was in the shade, and now the sun's moved and now it's no longer in the shade. But yeah, let's get into this. So, I've heard a little bit about it on my Discord. You can join it for free, link in the description. And if you remember, you get member roles. I made a whole video about that, if you want to know more about that. Places oil deposits in your world for you to discover. Oily stone may replace natural stone in the world. Okay. Well, I don't think that's gonna work in a super flat world. So yeah, that's not really a thing that I have to worry about. But yeah, I have I've heard some disappointing things and I've heard some good things about this. So let's take a look at it. Oh, it's one of these books. Hates these books. And start. Yes, again started. Create your own machine network. Automate tasks. Craft new tools. See how to make your first machine network. Get started. Craft a machine steel factory. So let's get some crafting tables. Game mode 0. So first off, we want to craft a machine steel factory. So we have conveyor belt funnel, plastic machine, circuit board machine, battery mark 2, battery mark 1, and that's machines machine. The book is lying to me. What is it? Oh, steel. It's not machine steel foundry. It's just steel foundry. So here you go. Steel foundry. It's blast furnace, 7 iron ingots, and a redstone dust. So you place this down and interact with it. So you can see it requires coal, iron ingots, and wonder watts. So I guess that's the energy to create steel ingots. So let's get a stack of iron and coal. Iron. Insert coal. Oh, you have to do this one at a time. Yeah, so it would be nice if you could do more than one at a time. So just like, if he's just like, oh, insert coal, and it takes you to another screen where you can like insert 1, insert 5, insert 10, insert 64. That would be nice. $56, $57, $58, $59, $61. No coal, so that's full. Iron. Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, this is annoying. I was already gonna hand this off to Phoenix to edit. So yeah, Phoenix, you're gonna have to speed this up and add some like copyright-free music on. This is gonna take a minute. Also, you can't hop into it, even though there's like these little holes inside that really makes it look like you should be able to put stuff in through them. You can't. Okay, well, back to clicking this. Okay, I finally got that all sorted out. Jeez. That just takes way too long. Right, so, wonder what. So, what is like the main... So, connect power with solar panels and cables. So, how do you make solar? Solar panels. They are crafted with 3 blue stained glass, 2 iron ingots, and 1 power cable. To make power cables, you need 8 dried kelp, 1 copper ingot to make 16. So, if we put some solar panels down, put wires connecting them up. No, where does this go? No. 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 Oh, there it goes. Of course, it had to be on the opposite side. So we plug that into there. And we have 40 wonder watts. So, oh, there we go. Oh, you have to manually click on it to remove the steel. Oh. Oh wait. Oh, if I wait a minute, will that just take up to 2? Not by the looks of it. Seems like just stuck on 1. Oh no, there we go. 3. Yeah, so you can't just leave it and then just come in and then remove the steel. I was starting to think you'd have to like click it just to make the steel. But you know, yeah, that's fine. Again, the whole like inputting the resources needs instead of the coal and the iron, that needs to be sorted out because iron is just a pain in the butt. Interact to use see full automation using the item pipe. So you can automate stuff going in and out of it, but you need to use item pipes. Hold on. So let me just take this under here. Item pipes, pipe filters, and emptiers connect pipes to storage chests. Okay. If we just get a chest, yeah, so you don't have to craft a special chest, you just have to get a normal chest. What the hell? Ultra suit chest. Okay. How long is an ultra suit? Anyway, spoilers. So, I did not mean to place. So I wanna see item. What do you need to make item pipes? Item. Here we go. Item pipes. 4 glass, 4 steel. You get 8 item pipes. If I put a chest there and an item pipe there, oh, does it? Why is it not going into the chest? Why are you not go in chest? I don't know what this... Well, it would be easier to tell what this diagram is trying to tell me if the book would stop moving. The diagram here is not helpful at all. I have no idea what it's trying to tell me. I'm just trying to... How do you get this into the chest? I'm just going to ignore that for now. If I can't figure it out, then it's a waste of time. So we've got the solar panel, we've got the wind turbine. So something that's actually cool about this is that apparently it does generate more electricity the higher up you put the wind turbine, which is pretty cool. I like that. Energy, heat generator, so I guess you just put like, in lava, you put lava in and then it generates power. You got battery Mark 1, stores 500 megawatts, wonder watts of energy. Got the battery Mark 2, stores 2000, got cables, got Titan pipes, carries item between machines and storage. These fucking little things here do not help whatsoever. And you have pipe emptier. Empties pipe contents into chest. Here we go. So, pipe emptiers. Item pipe emptier. Steel, redstone dust, pipe dispenser. 1 pipes into containers. So, if I put that... No. What if I put chest there, break that, there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's actually cool. You can see like the items moving through the pipes. And you can see you have 58 steel ingots in there. So if I do it this way round, no. Hold on, edit filter. So you have filters, white and a white list. You can't do it the other way around. So how do you get items from a chest into the thing, into the pipes? How do you get items from here into here? But how do we get items from here into here? Right, oh yeah, pipe filler right here. Takes items from chest and put them in the pipe as a hopper, pipe, steel ingots, redstone dust. Right there, pipe filler. Right, this should have been explained all the way back here. Just like, oh, you know, 4, filling with pipes. 5, you need an item filler, you need a pipe filler and a pipe emptier to move items from pipes into containers and containers into pipes. Like, why was that not 5? Why was 5 experiment? Try with more machines. That does not help whatsoever. So we put that there. So now we can put the coal and iron into here. You can see them going through the pipe there. Then you can automate this so it makes the steel ingots automatically. Right, the pipes do look cool. I like the pipes. They're just poorly explained in the early tutorial, bit here. That is specifically meant to help you understand how you get machines set up and all that. Also, why is it... And I literally just need to put a little bit here saying to move items from chests into pipes, you need the item pipe filler. And to move items from pipes into chests, you need the item pipe emptier. That's all they needed to do. Why did they not do that? Because usually when I'm doing a review, I don't like to just skip past something because I don't know if that something is going to be explained later on in the book. And this system does have its benefits in that if you want 2 chests next to each other, if you want to have a double chest here and the double chest here, making it so that they don't automatically link up like that is fine, because then you need just put the pipe fillers on the ends, and then they're going to connect like that, which is a problem. It does mean you can run pipes along chests without worrying about them connecting to the chests. And then if you want the chest to be emptied, you have a pipe emptier here and here. You just have to worry about putting pipes next to other pipes. So if I put that there, that's going to mingle, so you don't want to move it up one. And then continue on, and same for over here. And this does make working with this a bit easier. They just needed to explain it better. Feeble, pipe emptier, pipe filler. How to use pipes. Yeah. Again, this should have been earlier on in the book. Within the beginning tutorial section. And then we have fluid pipes and fluid tanks. So basically you carry oil and lava and water, lava, oil and fuel. Input is down, output is up arrow. Machine, steel, foundry, inputs, so iron, coal, power, steel, gold ingots, copper ingots, power, bronze. So you can make bronze using this with gold and copper. Using the machine bronze foundry, which is just steel around a blast furnace and a power cable. Machine electric furnace Mark 1 smelts cookable items, ores, foods, and blocks. Then we have the Mark. So that's a furnace with iron, cobblestone, and a power cable. Mark 2 is iron. The Mark 1 with deep slate cobble and a power cable. Smelts cookable items, ores, foods, and blocks. And then you've got electric furnace Mark 3 and Mark 4. So let's take a look at these furnaces real quick. So so we have the furnace, blast furnace, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, and Mark 4. So let's see how these all compare to each other. Right, so I'm assuming with these so you have Wonderbots and so let's get some. I'm gonna need the chests and pipes for this. So item pipe, pipe filler, and emptier. So that's the output. So we need the pipe emptier. Going into the chest. That's gonna cause a problem. So that's gonna be in, that's gonna be out. Okay, so I'm gonna have to move these along a bit. Okay, so that one there. And then, so that's going in, so I need the pipe filler. And then the chest, and then I just gotta do this 3 more times. That's the Mark 1, need Mark 2. So, there. Also, a quick problem I have with this is that the power always faces you. The power should, the actual face itself of it should face you, not the power. Anyway, so, emptier. Loader. Chest. So so let's see. Yeah, pipe filler. Pipe emptier. Shouldn't that be facing the other way? Yeah. No. Yeah, hold on. These are facing the wrong way. So this is a problem. So you can't. So yeah, they rotate. Okay, so I'm gonna have to redo this. Loader. Yeah, more iron. Let's see. Furnace has 3. Blast furnace has 5. That has 3, 3, 4, 5. So 8, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this one seems to be about as fast as a blast furnace. 7, 12, 8, 10, 12. Actually, that one. Actually, no. This is faster than the blast furnace. This seems to be a little bit faster because it's at 14 right now. This one's at 16. 16. So it seems to be a little bit faster because I did put the raw iron in this one later than that one. So it seemed to be like the tiniest bit faster. And this one seems to be a bit slower. So the blast furnace seems to be seems to be somewhere in the middle of these two, by the looks of it. So that's 18, 22. 22, yeah, so it seems to be about between those two ish. The furnace has 12. So yeah, these are all faster than a regular furnace at least. Well, something to these have over the blast furnace that these can cook any cookables. The blast furnace can only do like ores and stuff, and the smoker, which is the same speed as blast furnace, can only do like more food. Yeah, and I believe the blast furnace is like twice the speed of a normal furnace, but it uses the same amount of fuel. Yeah, 32. Yeah, so yeah, it is about is about double the speed. 37, 43, 31, 24. Yeah, it is just this is just the littlest tiniest bit slower than a blast furnace, I think. I mean, that could also just be down to me the time it took for me to get to loading the blast furnace to get loading that. So this is either a little bit slower or just about on par with blast furnace. Might be on par. 43, 39, 44. 40. So yeah, that might be on par with a blast furnace. Actually, so yeah, blast furnace is about on par with this. I should also like take a look at the other generators I just skipped over because I was looking for like how to do the steel, bronze, pipes, emptier, battery mark 2, energy cable, so energy, heat, yeah, so we had the heat generator. So let's take a look at the heat generator real quick. So we just like put the heat generator down here. So lava in there, power out there. So is there some sort of pump? Yeah, that appears to be a pump. So let's see, how do we craft this pump? Here we go, we have a lava pump, oil pump, water pump. So it's a bucket. That's a water bucket, so lava bucket. Fluid pipes and bronze ingot. Fluid pipes are just 8 glass for 8 glass panes for 8 pipes. Which basically means 1 fluid pipe is equal to 1 glass pane. I've got a feeling that this uses up the source block. Yeah, so I was right, it does use up the lava source. So if it runs out of lava, you can't just put more lava underneath it. Okay, so I'm going to have to break that. Place it back down. The right way around. Yeah. Yeah. So it does it one at a time. So you could, if I had the sensors on, I could probably put lava reflow on and it would probably work with lava reflow. Well, your best bet for this would be like to use it in the nether or something. And then, yeah. Well, yeah, that's a question. How would you get the power back to the overworld? If it's not already, they should add a ender like battery. So that basically just like a battery, but you craft it with like you surround it with like ender pills, and it's like and it like stores energy on a certain like wavelength, and to set that wavelength, you just like interact with it with a die or something, or just you interact with it and you say, oh, this is number 1, so this powers everything that's from like the number 1. Or number 1. And then like even if like the main like power generation is in the nether, the power still gets sent over to the overworld. Or you could do that, but you could also do that with like the pipes. Like you have the ender fluid pipes. So it's, this is like fluid pipe, ender fluid pipe 1. This is also 1, and then you can just like pipe lava from the nether into the overworld. Or something like that. And you could also deal with item pipes. Also like make an ender chest like that, where you, an ender chest that, or instead of doing like the ender item pipes, you make an ender chest Mark II. You'd surround like an ender chest with like some steel and stuff, and you make the ender chest Mark II, which players can open, and they're all like set to a frequency. So again, you either be like ender chest on frequency 1 or cyan or whatever, however you want to do it. And then every Mark II ender chest on that frequency shares the same inventory, and they can be piped into and out of. So yeah. But it's not. You should also be able to like interact with them, just like if just like scan for lava again within the area, and then it should like basically reset without you having to like basically break it and place it back down. And you could shut off the battery real quick. So you'd put this down, and then just take the power cables like from here into here, and we can do it from here into there, and then we can see this should be filled. Yeah, it's now completely filled up. And then anything that's on this that's using it can also draw power out. And you can also just add a bunch of these onto the same network. You can have like massive power banks. Which is pretty cool. Anyway, on to the next thing. Battery cable, item pipe, fluid pipe, pipe tanks. Let's take a look at the fluid tank as well. So, well, let's get the water pump. Water. Yeah, fluid tank, water bucket. Let's make an infinite water source real quick. And just place this on the side. Place that there. So can I stack these? So if I put one on top of that one, that's in, and I'm guessing out is on the bottom. New. How do you take out of this? Hold on. Let me just. Yeah, no, out's not on the bottom. How do you pump out of this then? I would imagine the entire point of having the tanks is so that you can store liquid for when you need it, and then it would just, and then you could just like, and then it would just like come out. So if I put that there, so yeah, so it does work with infinite water sources. So yeah, they don't connect, which is a little bit disappointing. I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to take the water out of here either. It doesn't. Hold on, let's see what the book has to say. Fluid tank, so input, output. Oh, hold on. So can you just like pump out of the? Hold on. I think you just pump in and out of the same. Oh, so if I put one there, I break that, and I put that there. Yeah, so you can chain them together, but like not how I thought you could put. So I would change this so that the input and is on the top and the output is on the bottom. Then you can have like big tall pipes, big tall like tanks. But yeah, then you just like hook that up to anything else you need. And it'll just like get pumped into them. They share it all equally. So you have this like oily stone, and apparently like these would grow above them. These little spillies, and you can put them on normal stone. I very nearly put in normal stone there. We'll turn normal stone into oily stone apparently. Can I pick this up with my hand? Yeah, you can. Okay, so basically once you get one of these, you can make infinite oily stones. And then we would get an oil pump on top of this. Just take some power out of here. I have a feeling that this is gonna mine the oily stone. Oh, okay, so okay, so I think I know. So if I just put a bunch of these around here. Wait, why did I put? Oh, okay, I'll just there. Game. Oh, random tick speed 100. Yeah, as you can see here, that they are so the spillies are turning the stone into oily stone, and this was automatically pumping the oil out of the stone. So then we just take the fluid out of here, and let's just put in some oil tanks. Then yeah, you just have these. And it would be a lot slower, so you need one or bunch more of them. I have increased the random tick speed by 100. No, oh, what? Oh, there we go. Just needing me to go in there and then. Oh, okay. And oh. Okay, why is it not popping the oil now? Yeah, so these pumps seem to be a bit buggy. I think they are supposed to like update when there's a new source of like oil, water, or lava beneath them, but sometimes they just don't in their area. Yeah, so even though there is oil around it, it's just not detecting the oil. That should be they should push out a bug fix for that, because that really should have been caught. But it's a simple fix that you just rake it and place it back down, and it will work fine. It is a bit annoying that you have to break it and place it back down just for it to work. Right, moving on. So we have the oil refinery, import power, fuel. So it's 2 tanks, 3 pipes, wire and some steel, or what was it? Yeah, steel. So we want the refinery, turns oil into fuel. Let's place this down over here. So oil and fuel and power. So we put oil into there. Okay, apparently you can't have the empty pipes connect to pipes with stuff in them. No, I want to go down. Hold on. There we go. And then we'll just take this out here. Okay, it doesn't have oil for some reason. There we go, it has oil. And then out here we can take the fuel. And we just need to power it now. Also, I'm just going to connect those two together. There we go. And it's producing fuel. Oil. Okay. So these oil pumps near oily stone. So you'll see them above ground and on top of water. So that's how you find the oil. Spill spawns above oily stone deposits. Spill spawn above oily stone deposits. Machine quarry. Yeah, so we have a quarry. So it needs input fuel, water, and it outputs items. It's a diamond pickaxe, 2 pipes, some lead, and a item pipe. Now I'm gonna go into a different. I'm gonna generate a normal world, and I'll show this off in a normal world. Phoenix will probably cut this bit out. Definitely. But then it was good. You can see he has kept a couple of things in I would have liked to cut out, like me mumbling about what's in the last video. Me mumbling about well, not the last video, but the last video he edited. I was mumbling about like what sandwich I was gonna have, and then he kept that in as a joke. Anyway, right. So I spawn in a nice cherry grove. I'm not gonna destroy the cherry grove. I'm gonna go destroy the the cherry grove right next to an ice spikes biome. I've never seen that before, especially because ice spikes biomes are quite rare. If we just go over here near that near this village over here. And let's destroy all of this mountain now. So we put this down. Okay, so I think that's where the time lapse is going to end, because this is taking really long, and I actually want to get this video out in a somewhat timely manner. So first off, I do have a couple of complaints about this. So except for like the whole having to basically like dig out an entire area for this thing just to build itself is slow, and this is mainly not because of the block digging speed. Like, this is fine. The problem is when it gets to the end, instead of going from this block to this block and then going down that way and snaking up and down like that, it goes, as you can see here, it went from all the way over here to all the way over there, which may not seem like it takes a lot of time. It may not seem like it takes up a lot of time, but when you basically having like a second for it to zip all the way back there, compared to like less than a second for it to just like move over to the next block, it slowly adds up over time, making this feel a lot slower than it should be. So, addon devs, if you are watching this, I would highly recommend for you to change this instead of zipping it, for it to zip back there, for it to snake along, so like, snake back and forth, and that would just save so much time. Let's get back to the super flat world so we can actually continue on with this review. Because again, I want to get this out in a timely manner, because I've just spent a good few minutes just like scrolling through YouTube shorts. So we have the plastic machine that creates plastic bars. It uses steel, furnace, pipe, item, and then power. So so it turns oil into plastic, basically. So I want a plastic machine. Let's bring this over here. So, plastic machine. I'm just gonna out. Actually, let's have it. Okay, then I'll take the power. From there into there. And I think that's in. Then we want the liquid pipe. Here we go. And then we have the Pipe emptier. Item pipe. We need a chest. So pipe. Yeah. Like that there. That there. That there. It's got oil. It's got wonder what, so it should be making plastic. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, we got 2 plastic bars. Simple and easy. So next up, where's the book? There's the book. We have the auto farmer, which uses the plastic, 8 iron hoe, 2 steel, and the day cable. So you put power in and it outputs. So let's get the farmer here. Auto farmer, farmland. So where's water bucket? There's a water bucket. So if I put all farmland there. Auto farmer there. So how? What area? Is farming? Oh, let me just check the book real quick. Does it say how this works? So auto farmer, harvest nearby crops. That's not helpful. Let's try putting it there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it does need to be on the same level as them. So it means you are sacrificing like at least 1 crop. But considering that it automatically harvests them and replants them, it's not too much of a. It's not like the end of the world. Auto farmer, auto fisher. So yeah, just fishing rod, plastic, and everything, and you put it above water and it auto fish. So let's set this up real quick. If I go over here and I place down a bucket of water, auto fisher, there, power, there, and then let's we have the item pipe. Right. Wonder how I managed to get 2 types of item pipes. Anyway, item pipe. Where's the other one? There it is. Item pipe emptier. I need a chest. Just put that there. There we go. Yeah, we should just get random fishing items. Why aren't I getting anything? I guess it just takes a while to fish someone up. Then you have machine, circuit board, machine. So this makes circuit board. So you put gold, plastic, and the power in, and it gives you circuit board. If I go over here. Hold on, what was it called again? The circuit board. So, circuit board machine. Then we've got mob spawner and animal spawner. So this is an XP bottle, bronze. Yeah, and that one's a hay bale. So yeah, these are pretty simple. So I guess you just put power in and they spawn mobs and animals. You place that down. So you can do random cow, sheep, and pigs. There's so much more you could have it spawn, but you can also like make it spawn the cow. Well, I guess the cow variants might change depending on the biome, but yeah, it spawned a cow. And this is the monster spawner. Spawn zombies, skeletons, spiders. You could spawn enderman, creepers. You know, there's so many other different mobs you could also spawn. But it's on peaceful, so right now it won't work. But yeah, it's probably just like the same as this. They just pop out on top every so often. It's also a bit slow. It only spawns one every so often. I would take a look at what the how many of the mobs, actual vanilla mob spawners spawn, and how long they take to spawn, and like divide them by that. So it's, oh, if it spawns like 5 mobs every like 10 seconds, then have it like spawn 1 mob every 2 seconds. And then you basically get the same rate. Charging station charges batteries in the inventory. Well, we've not even seen batteries yet. Here you can see how to craft that. That's like battery boxes and steel, and so that's a bit. We've got conveyor belts, which is plastic and steel. Conveyor belt funnel insert items into conveyors and machines. We have the conveyor belts, transports things quickly. Doesn't look like it's moving. Oh, but oh, yeah, there, that's moving. It would be nice if this was animated. I don't know. Can you transport in like players? No. What about? So it doesn't move players. Does it move mobs? Let's get a cow spawn, eh? Pop a cow on top. It does move mobs, so you can use it to move mobs around. It would be nice if you could also move players around, because then you could have like automatic sidewalks and stuff, and it would be fun to just like zip around on them. Who went straight back on? Okay, whatever. So hold on. I want to try moving some items from one container to another. So funnel. If we do that, and then that, and then get a chest on either side. So if I put the grass block in there, it doesn't get pulled out. Am I just not doing it right? So if I throw that on there, it zips over there, and then it gets sent into chest. So yeah, no. So no, you can't have it automatically pull items out by the looks of it. Unless you can connect it with item pipes, maybe? Oh, that's an empty, yeah. Item pipes. There they are. Nope, they don't connect to item pipes. So you do just have to like drop items onto it, which is a little bit annoying. It would be nice if there was a way to just like just put stuff on it. Automatically, you know, just take stuff out of the chest and put them like, straight onto it. Also, I should go check up on the auto fisher, see if it's fished up anything. No. Why is this not working? It's got power. It's got stuff coming out. And it's got that on there. That's an item pipe emptier going into there. Why is that not working? Oh, anyway, moving on to the next thing. We have the iron mining drill, which is 5 iron ingots, a stone cutter for some reason, and what is that? Charge battery block in inventory. Yeah, charge. So that's a battery block. Oh yeah, batteries. Yeah. Oh, so it's just like one of these batteries to, yeah, that's the charger. If I get the charge to the charging station and I place it down here and I get a battery block. So I have the battery block in my inventory, so this should charge it. Insert batteries. Yeah, I inserted 64 batteries. So charging battery 62. Collect charged batteries. So these batteries are fully charged with 500 wonder watts, and you use them to craft the drill. Iron drill. So we have the iron mining drill here. Iron mining drill. Use it to mine lots of blocks. Range 5, diameter 3, speed 2 seconds. It seems to just be mining random blocks. Why is it... Oh. I think it's mining a hole around me, I think. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. Honestly. Just seems to mine at random. Like, this is nah. If it just mines a random block, it's spit now. And it's no faster than... So it's, yeah, this isn't worth it. It's like, why would you want a digger that just digs random blocks around you instead of a digger that digs the blocks that you want it to dig? And then we have the gold one, which is basically the same thing but with 3 gold ingots. And then you have the bronze, which is basically the same thing but with 3 bronze ingots. And then you have steel and diamond. I just want to see if these are any different. So we have gold, bronze, steel, and diamond. So that's the speed on that is 10 seconds. So does that mean this is slower than the iron one? Yeah, this is slower. Why is the gold one slower? Is it even digging anything? Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it's not slower, it just wasn't mining for some reason. Still mining in a random direction, which still isn't very helpful. I mean, you but terraforming, but even if you're like terraforming, it digs the blocks below you as well. So why? What use is this? And this one has a bigger range. The diameter is 1 and speed is 20. Okay, this one's actually useful. This one actually digs in the direction that you are looking. Instead of just like digging in a random direction. So don't bother making the gold one. Don't bother making the iron one. So the... oh, hold on. So that's the one. So steel has 5 less range, 7 diameter, and 10 seconds? So it's slower. It's got bigger range. Why would... Okay, don't bother with the steel one either. The steel one is rubbish. And the diamond one is exactly the same as the bronze one, except for it has a diameter of 5. Which means it's just gonna mine in a 5x5. Okay, this one at least actually seems to mine in an area in front of you instead of just like all around you. Oh no! Now they're actually mining in the right direction. That does seem a bit right. Okay, so this one. What about this one? This one's been a pain, but where was that evenly? Okay, so that these seem a bit buggy. Yeah, these aren't exactly the most reliable things in the world. The diamond one seems fine, I guess. I mean, at least it seems barefoot. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, just stick to the bronze one. This one actually just mines where you're looking. The rest are just a waste of resources. But yeah. Moving on. So we have the Ultra Suit, super powerful armor set. It gives you night vision, water breathing, speed, haste, strength, and flight. So it's crafted using like steel, wires, circuits, never start. Yeah, it doesn't seem super expensive. So let's take a look at the Ultra Suit. Ultra. Head, chest, legs, and boots. So you get speed 2, haste 2, strength 2, water breathing, night vision, and slow falling 3. Yeah. You're not super fast. It's not the most OP setting with like the advanced power suits add-on. It's basically and it's just as bad as like at flying. This is basically like a low-tier advanced power suit from that other add-on, which kind of just makes it a very meh inclusion in my opinion. Ooh, but we got jetpacks. Let's see if the jetpacks are actually better. Jet. We have jetpack 1 and jetpack 2, hold to fly. So, jetpack 1, hold on. Charge requires charge batteries in the inventory. Oh my god, this is even worse. I didn't think it was possible to get an even worse mode of flying, but they found a way. What about 2? You go up faster, but still, like, it's not very often I find myself needing to go vertically real fast. I usually find myself wanting to go horizontally, so I don't get why all these add-ons just add flight that's only really good if you want to go vertically. Then we got decoration stuff, so we got industrial lamps. Let's take a look at the cyan industrial lamp. Do I need a lever to power it? No. It would help if I didn't have night vision. Oh! They require power. Of course they do. There we go. It would be nice if what if you could have them share power with each other. So if this one's powered, it would power the ones next to it, and then that one would power the ones next to it, unless until one of them didn't receive power. So I don't know if that would be possible. You could chain, because then you could just chain them all together and not have to worry about so much about wires and all that. Then we have the fountains. We have small fountain, jet fountain, and large fountain. So, water. We got small fountain, jet fountain, and large fountain. They look exactly the same to me. Oh wait, no, I didn't put down that. Here we are. Let's set time back today. But yeah, they look nice. You could probably work them into your base. Not seen anything like them before. We've got the decoration alarm. Activates when connected to power. Allow. Yeah, there we go. I mean, this would be cool if you could turn it on and off, but you can't really do that. We've got factory blocks. So we got factory wall bricks, factory wall, smooth factory wall, and factory wall. It looks like just grey bricks. Looks like grey smooth stone. Looks like smooth clay, basically. Yeah, it's quite boring. If you want more grey blocks, here you go. This add-on's for you. Okay, hold on. There's also that. Which I don't know what it is. It's not a factory item, because even though it's in the factory blocks, and I'm not going to stress too much over it. These are decorational block stuff. So what's with this rainbows? Yeah, there's a rainbow set. I think this is probably steel and bronze. So I think that's probably not craftable right now. That's probably just in the creative menu, just because they started work on it but didn't get it finished before the release. But let me just check. Rain. Oh no, you can craft it. You can craft a rainbow sword with rainbow ingots and rainbow ingots with a gold, emerald, redstone, and lapis. So the sword does 6 damage, I think it said, which I think is as much as iron. No, diamond does 7. It's less than a diamond sword. Got the rainbow shovel. You can insta mine dirt with it, which is nice. You got the rainbow pickaxe, so if I just give Piston 64. Yeah, that's decent. And it's a hoe. Right, what do you expect from a hoe? Axe, hold on. Give at P-O-A-K. Yeah, that's decent. Can these be enchanted, though? Let's see. Make bronze tools just like normal. Can also make steel tools as well. And steel's better than steel sword's better than diamonds. But yeah, that's not really. I don't know why that was. They weren't in the book, and these have stopped working. Stupid thing. Anyway, so yeah, pretty decent add-on. Like again, I have had my problems with it, as you've seen in this video, with like how it explains how everything works, like in the order, like I said earlier on in the video. With like the pipes and item pipes and everything that could have been explained better. But yeah, it has some useful things like the quality, even though it's slow, and it just needs to be changed so it snakes along instead of just going back to the other side every time. The upgradable furnaces are nice, so you can basically like cook yourself stuff even faster. I want to try something real quick though. If I just grab one of the, well, I want to try a couple things. I'm not going to end the video right now, but if I grab one of these, so if I were to like make a like big smelting system with all of these, so on the, so right in, so let's have the, so I would have the input chest, say, well, I don't want to go too fast, so let's have the input chest here. So if I have this here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I just bring this along here. So that's right. Yeah. So we have a problem here where I can't have them next to each other. I forgot about that. Yeah, so this is annoying. So I can't have them like that. Well, actually, yes, I can. Yeah, because it doesn't really matter if they intermingle. Yeah, so that's fine. So they're all hooked up, and then we would take the power cable going along here. I've also noticed that when you pick block it in creative mode, it gives you a different item, which probably needs to be fixed. If I put 20 in, they should all get 2 each. And they should, hold on. Why is that not working? I should be taking items out of the chest and putting them into these. Was I right when I said that they don't like to be, hold on, so if I, well, no, still, even if they didn't like it when there was like an out and an in going into the same pipe, they should still do that though. Why are they not going into there? Okay, apparently these have just decided that they wanted to stop working. I don't know why, they just have. Which is annoying. Like, I have no idea why they've decided to stop working. Yeah, well, that is also the problem with this, is that it is a bit unreliable by the... Like I said, this is just... These have just stopped working for no reason. Like, even the tail that worked earlier is now no longer working for reasons that I cannot discern. The pumps just stopped working randomly, seemingly. It's just flawed. Basically, they need to make it more. They need to make this more stable for me to really recommend it. Oh, but before I end the video and rank the add-on and end the video, I just want to go back into here and I want to Come on, let me edit the world. I'm gonna add stuff like more ores, more ores. Where's more ores? More ores. To see if these can mine blocks from other add-ons. So I'm just gonna put that there, that there, that there, that there. I've also done Tinker's Construct because they have ores as well, but I just want to see how it. But if it, however it interacts with these ores, it's probably going to be the same for any other ore add-on. Yeah, I'm not seeing them anywhere in here, so I don't think this does work with more ores. Let me try the drill. Yeah, the drill doesn't even mine them. So this does not work with more ores and I would assume like Tinkers and any other ore add-on. So yeah, so if you have if you say you're on a realm that has these ores and you actually want them, I wouldn't recommend using this to do it because it's just going to end up destroying them by the looks of it. So they should definitely get that sorted out as well. But it works fine if you're like if you don't have any other add-ons that add ores. I guess it's just time to rank it now. So I'm gonna put this in. You should consider it because it does have some cool things. It's just a little bit unreliable, and I can't really strongly recommend this until they put out a patch making it an update making it more reliable and fixing some of the annoying things I've shown off in this video. But it has some cool ideas and it's not that it's not super bad, it just doesn't have anything super compelling to make me want to recommend it to anybody. But yeah. Hope you guys all did enjoy this video. Hope to see you guys in the next video, and bye bye.